treasure hunter never imagined that the mystery container he bought would be filled with bundles of cash. Everyone on site was stunned. First up was Jason. This guy had serious connections. Within no time, he reached out to 2 local influencers through his friends. After getting their input, Jason decided to go with the clue featuring a guy wearing sunglasses. But what would be inside? This time, the cheers were even louder. Surely it had to be something good.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
And indeed, it was a vintage Nissan called the Mitsuoka Leseide, worth 850,000 rubles, giving Jason a profit of 250,000. The host explained that the car actually belonged to the guy in the sunglasses. Jason never expected the host to put it up as a prize. The design was truly unique. There are probably fewer than 100 of these cars in the world, so it would definitely turn heads on the road. At this point, 4 mystery boxes remained unopened. According to the host, a fully loaded Audi A8 was still out there. Mike was especially excited and even brought his son and daughter along for extra luck. However, the siblings disagreed on which box to choose. To settle it, they decided to play rock, paper, scissors, and the younger sister won the final say. The clue she picked featured the host himself. Some people in the crowd pointed out that in that episode, the host had been driving a Mercedes G-Class. So, would there be another G-Wagon inside this time? When they opened the container, it turned out to be another box within a box. Was she about to get an iPhone too? When they opened the smaller box, wow, inside were stacks of cash. The host explained that the clue image was taken when he was collecting entry fees, which were as high as 800,000 rubles at the time. So the cash inside added up to exactly 800,000 rubles, meaning she still made a profit of 200,000. Next up was Jerry. He chose a clue showing someone filming outdoors, guessing it would be a solid off-road vehicle. But the Audi A8 isn't an off-road car, which meant Jerry had just passed on the grand prize. So would he at least get the vehicle he wanted? Well, he wasn't wrong. It was an off-road ride. But it turned out to be an all-terrain motorcycle worth 370,000 rubles, leaving him with a loss of over 200,000. Still, his guess about the clue was correct. The blogger in the image really had been testing this vehicle in the wild. Jerry had no choice but to accept it. That said, after taking it for a spin, it actually felt pretty fun. Maybe not expensive, but definitely enjoyable as a toy. Now only 2 contestants remained, meaning the grand prize Audi A8 would go to one of them. The next player stepped up and quickly chose a clue showing 2 people laughing. His reasoning was simple. The man in the picture looked surprised and delighted, as if he had just received something amazing. Could this be a hint for the grand prize? He put all his hopes into that guess. But when the container opened, he realized he was wrong. It was a Volkswagen Beetle worth just 370,000 rubles, meaning he lost 230,000 after costs. Ironically, the man in the clue image had gotten the exact same car. Talk about shared bad luck. And just like that, the final contestant was left with a guaranteed shot at the grand prize. Last up was Tori. Without wasting any time, he brought his girlfriend and best friend to witness the grand finale. And there it was, a fully loaded Audi A8 worth 1.5 million rubles. The crowd was instantly filled with envy. No one expected the last contestant to hit the jackpot like this. The clue had been incredibly subtle. The host had simply been inspecting the car in his garage before deciding to use it as a prize. When Tori drove the car out, it drew admiration from everyone. After all, he had just made a profit of 900,000 rubles. With that, all the containers had been opened. Some walked away thrilled while others were left disappointed.